Well, it's Lance Downard again from Canadian Sports Risk Management, and we're talking today with Dustin Traylen, Goalie Coach and previous goalie for a whole bunch of
map. Okay. And the highest ever got was at Maple League in Providence.
Okay.
A lot of stuff in the minors, but
okay.
Call it an illustrious career.
Many stops along the way.
That's it.
There you go. As we were just talking about, I think at the midget AAA level, they're starting to see the benefits of some of the osteopath treatments that they're doing with, not only with concussions specifically, but also with some other related injuries. And they are seeing that there's a faster recuperation, and the recuperation tends to last longer than without any of those types of treatments. So that's something actually that we're researching right now. The issue that we're trying to deal with is how to get it documented in such a way that it's evidence proof. Like, we know that 50% of athletes lie about their symptoms, right? I mean, it's probably even higher the higher up you go, right? So
I would say it's probably about 75 to 80%.
Yeah.
Especially in a time where if something's on the line, a championship, a paycheck, something like that, it's a decision that they make.
Yeah. Is that you're the assistant coach for the Cornwall Colts, so I mean that's major. It's major junior.
It's junior A.
It's junior A.
Junior A, which is it's a comparable. It's for kids that want to play the NCAA.
Okay.
You can't. At that age, you have to choose between major, junior, and junior.
Okay.
Junior A is your avenue to play NCAA hockey.
Okay.
So it's a very, very good caliber of hockey. A lot of the kids that play in our league go on to play major, junior.
Okay.
Some of them go on to play NCAA, CIS.
Okay.
But it's geared towards NCAA.
CIS would be.
CIS is the Canadian Winters. It's the Goalie Standards that we go with.
Okay, that league, the Canadian
It's
University.
varsity
Hockey.
Yeah.
And of course the NCAA being the U.S. system.
Yeah, that's right.
So in at your level, for example, you must see quite a lot.
Especially, it happens too much. With us last year, we almost lost. We traded for a defenseman at Christmas and ended up losing the first 2 rounds of the playoffs because of concussion.
Really?
And it looked like nothing. If you were to see the hit on replay, you would think it was nothing. But he was out for a little while. Made the mistake of lying and coming back too soon because we were in the thick of things for a championship. But thank God he's okay and ended up winning the championship. But he was a big part of it. But he was a mess. He was an absolute disaster for about a month. And maybe a month.
Really?
Yeah, 4 to 6 at least. Just not himself. But made the mistake of coming back too soon. Ended up being shelved again for another 2 weeks, where he finally came back at 110%. Because that's what he should come back. Uber sure that you're ready to go. But I've seen it happens. Any contact sport in a small area, you're bound to see that. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is a part of it.
It is. Now you guys have to do baseline tests at the beginning of the year, right? But is there an obligation to do a post-incident test or not really?
No. The baseline, basically they'll revert back to it if someone is, if they think it's a concussion.
Okay.
And they're unsure whether they had to get their CAT scan or whatever.
Okay. That's right.
If they feel that there is a concussion, they'll revert back to it and compare against where he's at.
Yeah.
And that's basically what they do. But for follow-up testing, there's really
no. Okay. But do you use it for, let's say, RTP decisions or
RTP?
Return to play.
Oh, return to play.
Yeah.
Honestly, we'll rely on the doctor's clearance most of the time.
Okay.
We haven't really had a system in place to do it. See if that's the right way or the wrong way. We don't.
Okay.
Know. But we'll use we have a team doctor.
Okay.
He visits the team doctor. If the team doctor clears him,
then he's good to go. Okay. So tell us a little bit where you started playing hockey and all that stuff.
I was born in St. Bruno, but I was raised in West Island before it became Little Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
But I was a Lakeshore boy at the time. All the elites levels of hockey were considered Lac St. Louis. We had one team for Lac St. Louis. Lac St. Louis West Tigers, that was the name of it. So I played all the minor hockey here up until the time where I played for the Lions in 1998. After that, there were some events around. That's when we really started what I call my hockey career, because I ended up moving away from here until I was 17 years old.
Where'd you go?
Moncton.
No, Moncton, New Brunswick. Who'd you play for out there?
Oh man, they're the now defunct Moncton Canyon Beavers.
Okay.
Great time, great people. Love it out east. Love the seafood. Love the beer. Ladies were great.
Good
too.
people.
Fantastic people. And just a good time. But that's when I really started. So I ended up in the Maritimes for a bit. And then moved back to the Ontario League where I was coaching. I played for Nepean in the same league as the Goalies. And that's where I got my scholarship. So I played junior hockey in Ontario for 2 seasons. After that, scholarship to play at Clarkson University for 3 years.
Cool. So you went to Clarkson and got your degree, and
I unfortunately did not finish my degree.
Oh, you didn't?
No, that's why I went back to Concordia.
Okay.
I'm still actually taking classes.
Cool. Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm one of those stories of the guy that'll probably get it at 38. That's better late than never.
No kidding.
So I was studying psychology now.
Oh, cool.
Now I'm actually studying business management.
Okay, good. What do you remember most of when you were playing as a younger player?
Oh boy. Well, there was a lot more fun, a lot less stress when I was playing, and that's probably the biggest thing was the guys that I met back then. It was basically a team that stayed together for 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Of course, a couple of kids fell off, a couple of kids joined, and that's normal. But it was a lot of guys that we really grew up together from age 12 to about 16, and whether we were playing on the same team in the summer or winter, that to me is what hockey is. And when I look at it, that's something that's kind of maybe missing is that camaraderie or that fun.
Friends.
That's why I played. That's why I continue to coach. That's why I continue to play.
We talked a little bit before about concussions and some of the things that you've seen, obviously at the levels that you've played, and the decision as to whether or not it's obviously it's a doctor's decision. We've also spoken a little bit about the system that we have in place with doing baseline tests with the impact testing group, baseline post-incident and stuff like that. Do you think that's a good idea for the kids that are playing hockey today?
Phenomenal idea. And when you approach me to get involved in this on whatever level, I think there's a huge place for this in the sport and in all sports. I think it's such an not even underappreciated. Just that no one really looks at it. It's an injury. Like they look at a concussion the same way they look at a broken bone. They're injured. They're on the shelf with a concussion. How long? It could be 4 to 6. How do you know? How do you go? And that's where this initiative and this project has a lot of value and can really help all sports. And it's something that's missing.
Yeah, it's like we were talking before. This whole thing was born out of frustration as a coach. My stomach hurts. And, my head's fuzzy. Okay, well, 1 of the 2 isn't bad, but 2 for 2 is not a good sign. So go see a doctor. Go get diagnosed, and he comes back and says, "Hey, he told me 24 hours." And I'm like, "He told you what?" Yeah, until I don't have any more symptoms. I'm like, okay, well, there's a whole lot of things wrong with that.
It's like that Montgomery Burns. I don't know if you remember The Simpsons back in the day. There was an episode where Montgomery Burns is declared dead in one hospital. And he goes to a better hospital where he's declared alive. So it's along those lines. So
and that's it, and it's the truth. Because at first maybe they might be honest with you about how my head hurts and my stomach doesn't feel so great. And then 3 days of no PS3, no TV, no loud music. They gotta stay in. They can't go outside and play. It's like by the 3rd day you say, "So how do you feel?" "Great."
Let's go play whatever. Let's do something. Absolutely. And that's really kind of.
I don't have a headache. Nope. How does your stomach feel? Fine.
Let's get out there.
Yeah, and obviously, it's like that tail end of it where if there is a subsequent injury after that, it's 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, right? It's 50 or 100 or whatever. So we talked a little bit before about osteo treatments and stuff like that. You haven't had any direct exposure with that? But,
not yet.
Not yet.
Thank God.
Okay.
And I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
I think it can help in I guess you could say the improvement of concussion. I think that's a great thing.
No kidding. Now that you got little tykes of your own there, congrats again. One of the things that we're discussing and that we've seen, and it seems to be that some people are, and I've seen some articles where they're talking about making like programs where we're baselining and post-incident. They're talking about the possibility of making it mandatory, especially in hockey or football or soccer or stuff like that. What do you think?
Why wouldn't?
Yeah.
I think in this day and age where we have the means,
yes,
equipment, why you wouldn't,
technology,
why you wouldn't do this? I don't see a reason good enough to not. I'm 100% for this.
cool. Okay. Well, thanks very much, Dusty, and it was great filming you on the ice. And I obviously have to mention that Dustin has worked with my son as a goalie, and actually he puts up with him more than anything.
Bless his heart. Tear dog, baby.
He's a good worker, and I appreciate all the work that Dustin's done. So you're going to be pretty hard pressed to find a better goalie. Thanks again, Dusty. Thanks, Dusty.
Yes.
Has been ding dong yet?